just lighting some Palo Santo, clearing the space. Invite my ancestors of the light, my spirit team of the light, archangels, Hecate and Osiris, my father's Satesh, my mother's Mystet. I didn't put no lipstick on, no lip balm. It's okay though. So I'm just reading the smoke and then the way that it's moving is like somebody is trying to manipulate the collective's energy, okay? So that's why right now spiritual protection is so important. Like smoke cleanse, getting outside. Where I am, it's a beautiful day today, and the weather has been really finicky in the Midwest. So it's just nice that it's a nice day outside. I'm so excited about that. I'm gonna do a little tuning works, get our frequencies together. We got 528 hertz and 128 hertz. Okay. I already feel so much better. Like the negative negative thoughts I were having just dissipated. I'm so grateful for that. Um, let's see, where do we want to start at? I'm gonna start by putting on a bindi. This is the bindis that I use. So if you're not familiar with a bindi is adoration. Okay, it's a piece of jewelry, so to speak, that women wear. And each color has a vibration. Each color has a significant meaning. And in different cultures, they wear them for different reasons. They wear them in Indian culture, and we also wear them in Kemetic culture. Okay, and I'm really feeling the great vibes today. I'm wearing my Good Mom's Bad Choices sweatshirt, and I love that podcast. I think I'm gonna listen to it today because, oh yeah, I love it, and I'm feeling it. Okay. Um. So green is the heart chakra. Okay, the heart chakra is so important because it is really like the middle point between the lower and the upper chakras. Okay, so it's like an energy source for all of your chakras. When your heart chakra is misaligned, it affects every last one of the other chakras. I mean, they all work together, and certain ones upset other ones or get them misaligned. But for sure, the heart chakra is a major key. And when we have a heart chakra imbalance, we tend to be like less forgiving, less open to new experiences, closed off from other opinions, kind of rigid in our perspectives. Um, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So the heart chakra is the central chest through the spine. It's the heart, the lungs, and the upper digestive mass. So the heart chakra is like touch. Um, and it's really something that if you are in survival mode or you do not have a spiritual practice, it's very easily misaligned, okay? So we're gonna do some heart chakra affirmations because this page literally just came out. It's low key warm out here. Okay. Hurt people. I forgive with ease. I release resentment towards others. I have the same compassion for myself as I do for others. I love myself. I am open to give and receive love. I deserve love. I am healed from past relationships. I forgive myself for what I did and didn't do. I am loyal to myself. I am selfless. I empathize when others are hurt. Life is good. Life is easy. I regret nothing. I am fair to others. I am comfortable being myself. I am love. I give love. I receive love. I meet others with kindness. I love myself unconditionally. There is no such thing as flaws. I release any worry and stress about my love life. I am whole right now. It's very important to be in aware of what the moon phase is. I cannot be manipulated or taken advantage of. My energy is always reciprocated. I forgive anyone that hurt me. Pain is a temporary emotion, and so is love. Oh, T. I respect others' boundaries and maintain my own. I trust myself to choose love. I release doubt and fear. I am free of anxiety surrounding my relationship. I give love freely. I am who I am. I grow in love. I vibrate love. Money gravitates to me. There is enough love for everyone and everything. I do not hoard or waste money. I have a healthy relationship with my finances. I heal myself as I love on others. I have faith that love will find me. I am worthy and valued. So, with the heart chakra, this is Venus energy, okay? This is Friday, so maybe Friday is going to be significant. Um, Venus Day is a day of self love, so I think self love is very important for you right now. Whatever it is that you're going through, you're really going to need to pour into yourself, give back to yourself. Um, Remember who you are, okay? And we got rose quartz and Amazonite, okay? That was really nice. I really needed that. It's like, I don't know if this live is for me or for y'all, okay? I want to talk about today before we get into any, I guess, tarot. I want to talk about, what was it that I just said right now that I said I need to talk about? Shoot. Oh, the first house, okay? I want to talk about the first house. So, the first house is ruled by Aries, okay? It is um, stationed in the planet of Mars. And your first house is your rising sign, also known as the ascendant. So, the first house, it projects self evaluation and improvement, appearance, first impressions, new beginnings, and your attitude for success. This energy is um, also reflected in your sun, your Venus, and your Jupiter. All those houses are connected, okay? Right now, we may be in Aries energy, or we may need to get into Aries energy because this is where the home is of the first house. And now that I'm thinking of it, it's literally April. We're in Aries season. Like, duh. I wasn't even thinking about that at all right now. So Aries are goal getters. They are very they are very naturally motivated being in the first house because Mars is the planet of action, okay? So they're very intrinsically motivated. Aries are goal getters and they have this attitude and mindset like this or something better. They are known for being intense and rather like serious when it comes to I would say emotional matters, but they actually have a lot of very playful energy being in the first house because it's the first sign. So it's pretty immature. So that's why Mars energy is where you and how you react and respond and how you address conflict. And so it's very important right now for us to pay attention what is in the first house and also where Aries is in your charts. Um, so what do we got? Um, Aries is very much sociable. They are very persons. So right now it's very important that we are putting ourselves out there, okay? And that we are socializing and networking. Your network is your net worth. So one thing that like helps to attract and manifest these new realities and more abundance into our life a lot quicker is putting yourself out there to be seen, allowing your blessings to find you more easily, okay? The more people you network with, it's say if you like meet 1,000 people in 3 months, okay? Not all 1,000 of those people are going to be part of your story. Not all 1,000 of those people are going to impact you in one way or another. But that is 1,000 opportunities for you to align with your tribe. And that is the energy that we need to be aligning with as we are in Aries season right now. Aries are known for being very honest and direct because they have that immature energy. They don't really, that Mars energy, Mars doesn't stop and think. Mars does, okay? So whatever they're feeling at the moment, they're going to react or respond on those feelings. And that causes them to be very honest or direct and sometimes not very cautious of what they say or how their words may reach others, okay? Impact over intent. Okay. When somebody and you have an experience together and one of you ends up being hurt or both of you ends up being hurt, it's never really about what you meant to do. It's not about the intention. It's actually about what is the impact and how did this impact this person? How did this hurt them? Because that's the only way you can move forward in energy of love is to acknowledge how they were hurt so that you can stop doing that shit. So that's the energy that we need to be in alignment with Aries energies, okay? Aries are known for the body, okay? Aries energy is like the abdomen, I believe. So they're known for being very fitness oriented, or they might just naturally have good genetics. But I'm telling you, spring is the season right now to start working out, to start building practice, a self-care practice that includes exercise because summer is around the corner. And I don't know if y'all know what world we're living in, but being attractive gives you benefits. It does. Just be in alignment with the energy of Aries. Go after what you want. Stand out. Show up for yourself. Aries are known for being kind of self-centered and reckless. And once again, that's that Mars energy that that makes that tug of war of like being more emotionally mature or doing like the pettiest thing. You know what I mean? And so, right now in this time, all of the planets are direct. That means that this is a huge opportunity for us to align with the highest version ourselves because there is no astrological obstacle stopping us from being the best version ourselves. There's no planets in retrograde. Okay? That means that this is the best time to communicate who you are authentically to the world so that you can attract your people, so you can attract your blessings, so that you can attract the life that is meant for you and ultimately create the reality that you deserve to have. Okay, the one where you are your highest, best self and your purpose is activated. Um, so right now the opportunity is for growth, and I'm not gonna hold you when it comes to growth, that shit is not fucking easy. People talk about it in retrospect, like we're not constantly always going through something. And like the going through something do not be the daily bullshit stuff. The going through something be the resistance that we have against ourselves to change with to align with better versions of ourselves, if that makes sense. So we want to be very mindful of the environments that encourage us to be more self-centered or to be more reckless and more reactive. Sometimes it's not you. Sometimes you're being manipulated emotionally. But somebody cannot manipulate you if you're not there, if they don't have access to you. So at this time, it's very important to lean into self development and personal growth, and to be aware of the shadow qualities that you have within yourself, especially in the areas of your life where you tend to be self centered or when you tend to be reckless. Like, the best thing that you can do for yourself is know yourself, get to know who you are, love yourself, and then you'll be able to heal from a place of love where you're not guilting yourself or shitting on yourself or sabotaging yourself because you know you deserve it because you love yourself so much. Okay, so like, when we're not in alignment with the energy of self love, we start to do things that sabotage us. We start to um, become egotistical in thinking that everything is revolved around us. And that's not true. We're all working in collaboration with each other. Like, we're all weaving stories together. We're sharing realities in some way, shape, or form. We're all touching each other where we're like, I don't know if I could explain it, but say if I was astral traveling and we moved past each other, it's like a little bit of your fairy dust got on me and a little bit of my fairy dust got on you. And now, depending on your perspective and depending on, um, you know, how ready you are to receive love, even if that comes in a form of something that's gonna make you grow. And that's the where it ties back into the Aries energy is um not being able not being afraid to rise. Whenever I start to doubt myself, I literally have injected a voice memo from my mentor that says you cannot be afraid to rise. You cannot be afraid to rise. And it's like, there's always going to be something or someone that's trying to distract you or deviate you from your spiritual purpose. There's always going to be some force that's external from yourself that feels like resistance. The only thing that you have control of in this moment is you, is self. So, in turn, when you focus on yourself, nobody can manipulate your energy because you're so on you that you're not even being impacted because you don't even notice, you don't even see it, you have no awareness to the bullshit around you because you're so into yourself, but in the best way, like the way that makes the other people around you be better too, the way that inspires people to change and to grow because they see the benefits of it. Like, that's what we own right now, collective, is that we need to be a ripple of the change that we want to see. And so, like, me doing this right now is such a blessing for me because nothing that I'm saying or doing is completely of my belief or is something that I have a grasp and I have a good practice of it. This is just what God is feeding me that I need to hear for myself. But because we are intertwined in this moment, you must need to hear this too. Right now, it's very important for us to lean into confident energy. It's like very much fake it until you make it, okay? If you got an Aries in your life, a lot of people might perceive them to be fake. And it's not because they're two-faced and they go back and forth in between. It's because they're not who they really say they are. It's because they have that Mars energy where they just take action, just do. They don't wait for validation. They don't wait to for somebody to tell them this is what you should be doing or to be in agreement with what you're doing. They just make it so that it is, okay? And it doesn't matter how good they are at it, how long they've been doing it, who they know in the industry. They're going to show up with a confident energy, even though they're inexperienced, because that Mars energy is like, it kind of encapsulates the inner child in a way of like before anybody suppressed your confidence, if that makes sense, because it's so raw, it's so right now, we're about to get it right now, and there's no delay in Mars energy, and so we have the opportunity to align with that energy right now during Aries season, because there's literally no delay. There's nothing stopping you outside of yourself. There's nothing astrological. You're spiritually protected. There's nothing another person can say or do to manipulate you. And I want you to say that affirmation repeatedly, like, there is nothing another person can do to manipulate you. Okay? Be confident. If you cannot be confident in yourself, if you cannot trust yourself, trust God. Trust that God has and the universe has orchestrated for this one moment, and this moment will spiral into another moment and another moment and another moment and another moment, and before you know it, you're right where you're supposed to be at, and you're like, damn, how did I get here? And you reflect like, oh, I got here because I actually did to work to start changing. I changed my fucking mindset. I started pouring more into myself and thinking about what I want and less what about other people want. I started just going for it instead of waiting and delaying myself. I left self-sabotage behind. Okay. And you don't need anybody to tell you where you belong or where you can sit. Like, this energy is very much not you can't sit with us. It's don't you want to sit with me? It's like almost like that energy of an influencer. It's because like just being authentic to who you are, just living in God's purpose for your life, you start to attract people, whether they are for your higher or lowest good. Everything is for spiritual or personal growth. And it's like, I'm just feeling called to say this, but it's always like we could take the easy way or we could take the hard way or something. And it's like we could meet somebody that is on a higher vibration than us, and the friction within ourselves is causing us, it's too many challenges, it's too much work, it's too hard, it's exhausting emotionally to grow right now, so I'm gonna just let this person go out of my life because I don't want to have to deal with that. But then immediately after that experience comes another one that is going to get you to the same place as far as growth is concerned, but now it's about to drag you through the motherfucking mud because you didn't want to just align and flow with the energy. You resisted the energy. And so now spirit is coming into your life and we're like looking at tower moments and it's like, oh, everything's falling apart. And it's like you could have aligned with the higher vibration, but you took the low road and it was going to be more difficult. It's going to get you to the same place. God has a plan for our life that is already ordained. It's going to get you to the same place. But we got always got a multitude of doors around us of opportunities of what it is that we're choosing to experience. So I want you to sit with and think about what's in your first house. That's like, what is your rising sign? Okay. And how is this Aries energy impacting you? Do you feel more motivated? Do you feel like there's less blockages around you? Do you feel confident in yourself? Are you fucking ready to go? Are you ready to like live in your purpose? I just feel really excited right now, and this is such a blessing because let me tell you that transmutation is so fucking real. Energy manipulation is so real. You could be in the midst of something dark or heavy emotionally, and God will be like, "Get up, get out the bed, go outside, experience some sunshine." You know, and I feel like that's a good opportunity for me to segue into a psalm. I have this book that I actually got from the library, and it was like me and my kids will go to the library every Tuesday after school. That was our library day. That's when we re-upped on our books. But our library, they were like in a process of getting rid of a lot of books, and they were just donating them to the community. You could just walk up and grab whatever books that you wanted off the shelf, because they were going to be doing like a reconstruction, or not reconstruction, but remodeling. That's so significant, and we'll be back to that when Spirit is ready. But yeah, this book is by Brant Corita, and it's called Psalms Now. So I don't know what you know, but Psalms are spelled. Okay, Psalms is the book in the Bible that is a blessing that God bestowed upon us to communicate with Him directly. To be like, you know that song that be like, Jesus is on the main line, tell him what you want. Like this, that's Psalms, okay? It's like exactly what you need. You just go to the Psalms and you talk to God in God's language. If you don't speak the ancient language, if you're not a channeler, if you don't have a heavy meditation practice or a prayer practice yet, there's prayers already for you in the Bible, in books like Psalms Now. Oh God. Okay, so there's so much information to collect here. So much information. I'm going to start with the background details that have nothing to do with the Word of God, but are also a significant message. And the first thing is we're at Psalms 80, okay? And 8 is significant for creating new realities. 8 is physical, material abundance, okay? And then we got the number 0, and you guys know I love a good 0, because 0 signify new beginnings. 0 signify the energy of the fool, of just really jumping out and doing it, even if you're not experienced. Zeros have the energy of nothing. So it's like you could be your higher self or you could be your lowest self. But with the number 80 in itself, it tells me that we are upon a season of financial renewal. Okay. And that, love to hear it. The page number that we're on is 127. And first, I'm going to break them down by themselves, and then I'm going to put them together to see what we got. So, one is the energy of independence, okay? And then we were also just talking about the first house in Aries energy. So, to me, that is extremely significant that we are in alignment, baby. Now, number 2, that tells me that we are ready to make the next step, and all we need is a balance. Now, let me tell you what divine balance is, okay? Divine balance is mind, body, spirit, okay? Mind, body, spirit. And all of those work together. I'm going to put a video somewhere in these comments, because I know I made a video about this before, about how the mind, body, and spirit work. And also, you can read about that in my book, Couples Guide to Intimacy. It's linked in the link tree on my page. And the mind, body, and the spirit is a continuous cycle that feeds itself, so that we are in alignment with our highest vibration, which is godlike energy, okay? And the mind, if you believe something, it could dictate everything, because what you believe is true. And if it's true to you, you will start to develop a story about it emotionally. And if you put emotions towards it, you're going to manifest it in the physical. Hi. Happy Jupiter Day. I think it's Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. It's the luckiest day of the week. So shout out to 80 Energy. And there is like the spirit. And the spirit is our connection to God. If somebody, oh, thank you. I'm doing great. It's a good day. When spirit, what am I trying to say? When spirit like when there is a negative force in our environment, whether it be a placing, a place, a person, or a thing, there's going to be like some type of influence that's trying to manipulate you so that you stray from your relationship with God. And in reality, that is the 7 deadly sins. If you don't know what the 7 deadly sins is, you're gonna have to look them up, baby. But the point is that whenever sin and temptation is thrust upon us, it is a blockage between you and your relationship with God, because now you're struggling with what God says is best for you and what feels good for you. Okay. And then that's when we start to get into the pleasure house. So, that's the fifth house. That's, where our resistance to change is. It's like, I would love to be better. I would love to show up as a different version of myself, but sometimes it feels so good to be bad, if that makes sense. It feels so good to resist growth because it's like what you're doing is confirming in yourself is this is who I am, and I feel good about who I am, and I'm holding on to this version of myself because of my ego, and it just simply can't get any better than this. So this is who I am. This is how I have to stay. Nothing's gonna change. And I and all it comes down to is I'm scared to grow. So then we get into the body, and I have so much to say about the body because we're constantly under attack on earth, on the body, from the food. The food is such a big thing. The water, the lack of access to resources. The body is under attack through social media because it constantly disrupts our nervous system. When the mind and the body and the spirit are not aligned, you are for sure going to show up in your lower self. And that is what they are counting on. And I hate to sound so serious about it, but it's motherfucking serious. It's really serious in this bitch right now because we are under attack. This is a spiritual war. It all comes back down to God. It's not about us. Right now, we are soldiers of the Lord trying to, wake people up and trying to raise the collective vibration, trying to get people to open their mind to think for themselves, but at the same time come into the collective mindset. Y'all, we need to be one band, one motherfucking sound in this bitch. And that's why it's so fucking serious to me, because I have experienced the what it means to sacrifice to do this. And the fifth house, the house of pleasure, is so connected to our lower self. And you have to, in a sense, become a master. Okay. Yeah, they was trying to hate on me. Okay. Yeah, they was trying to hate on me. What I was saying is that to be in accordance and alignment with the word of God, we must be willing to let go of our past versions of ourselves. It's always going to be the lower version. We must ascend. I'm not speaking about past as in time length. I'm speaking about past as in vibrationally. Okay? Like, I'm going to go ahead and read the prayer because I'm clearly being, uh, y'all know what it is. Oh God, you are the creator and the sustainer of your church. You have protected and prospered your faithful followers throughout the stormy and tumultuous past. Today we are in trouble. Listen to our cries of consternation. Oh God, we are confused and confounded. We don't know where to turn and what direction to go. We have prayed, O God. We have sung your praises. We have proclaimed your love to the world. But today, our power is slipping away. Our prestige is wearing thin. People seem to have little respect for us anymore. Those who have been brought up within our structures and have embraced our doctrines are leaving the fold. They say we are no longer meeting their needs or the needs of the world. You were with us in the beginning, Lord. You planted us in the midst of this world's turmoil. You nurtured us and watched over us in spite of your enemies, who sought to destroy us, who grew until we circled the earth. Great shrines were built in your honor, Lord. Magnificent institutions were established to carry out your purposes. Men dedicated their many skills to perpetuate your teachings. Multitudes gathered to declare your praises. Today, we are in trouble, Lord. You get it. That's the confirmation. um, Today we are in trouble, Lord. The walls are crumbling. Our sanctuaries are no longer attracting the masses. Men's skills are dedicated to other purposes. We no longer are making much of an impression on this world of ours. Renew your church, O God. Renew. You will never turn away. We know you will never turn away. Those who come to you and will forever sustain. Those who trust in you, fan the dying embers, Lord. Stir us up and restore us to the position of power and effectiveness. Give us new life and new vision, and that we may advance your kingdom in our disjointed world. Renew your church, O God, and revive your servants so that the whole earth may know your love. Woo! I could just, girl, when the message be messaging, it really do message. It really do message. It really do message. Thank you. That was such a blessing to me. I don't know if I want to do cards. I know this is what I'm gonna start with, and we'll see how the message feels. We got the Osho Zen Tarot Guidebook. I love the energy of this guidebook because I've had this through many transitions, and it was a tool that I used during my first awakening. And so it's so powerful, the energy of it. I don't know if you guys ever heard of how everything carries energy, every object carries energy. So what we use the things for the purpose of, and also the love and the care that we put into it, it stores energy. And so that's why when people have like journals and books, and there's vibrations connected to them. You know what I mean? They're called I'm trying to think what it's called. In the Sims, it's like you could set an object to do this, and then it'll be something they can leave in their will because it's like something that the person sees as value, regardless of how valuable it actually is. And that is so dope. Okay. The card that we have is Innocence. Before we get into what the guidebook says, I'm going to talk about the card and the energy that I get off of the card. So, the first thing that really stands out to me, and honestly, there's two things that really stand out to me with this, is that the man's white hair and the grasshopper. And this book is in black and white. They printed it in black and white, but these colors are on the cards are so vibrant and so beautiful. It's one of the most peaceful decks I've come across in my lifetime. It really does embody the name. Names are becoming a thing. I'm gonna put in the link in the description of this live of what does your name mean, that video, okay? A lot of my old content is becoming very important right now. I'm not redoing that shit. I'm just gonna keep linking the videos. Okay, so the first thing is that we're in alignment with the season, and that card is giving this energy with these cherry blossoms. It's actually cherry blossom season right now. I want to speak to the balance in this photo because this man of great age carries some wisdom with him. Although the grasshopper lifespan is very short, and so there is an energetic balance within this photo, even from his robes, even from the black and white energy, that yin and yang. All of it is intentional right now in this moment, okay? I'm trying to remember, like, is that a grasshopper or is that a cricket? I don't know. I can't tell. This is in alignment with Aries energy because it's very playful. Like something that a kid would do, like, is play with some bugs, like some lightning bugs, some crickets, like. And here he is in his old age, taking the time to pause, taking the time to play, to be still, to observe nature. This is the embodiment of the energy. Grasshoppers to me signify jumping into a new reality. I had went to go see this movie a few days ago. It was called Hoppers. And in the movie, this girl was trying to save this quarry in which they was trying to build an overpass over it, but it was destroying the habitat of so many animals, and they were taking away the wildlife preservation. If you want to see this, skip this part, skip ahead about 5, 6 minutes because I'm about to spoil the whole fucking thing. Now, in the movie, they have these robotic animals and they are using technology to shift their human consciousness into these robotic bodies. And I just love when they put it in our face. No Diddy. I just love when they put it in our face. It's like they do it a lot. They do it a lot with birds, zoo animals, pets. Your pet could be a spy, girl. I'm not saying that just to be funny. I'm dead ass serious. This is the energy of the sun. So this is that very much childlike energy, but this is very much about self. This is more about the more you learn yourself, the more you pour into yourself, the more that your external will reflect who you are. If you are really a good person, if you are in alignment and accordance with the word of God, if for comedic period, if you have a heavy heart, forget about it. Okay? This energy in its lowest vibrations is like what I was saying about social media and even people all of the tools that they have right now to manipulate us. This is what it does to us. It makes it so that it's hard to really see the good. It's like when you under spiritual attack, this is symptoms that you under spiritual attack, by the way. It's hard for you to see the good. It's like no matter what you do, your mindset just keeps going back to a negative loop and replaying negative stories from your past or traumatic experiences, manifesting new traumatic experiences in your life. It's just hard to see the good. And when what you believe is true, once again, so when you believe in it and you seeing it, then your life starts to become ungood. And that's what they're counting on, because when your life is not good, you cannot be a divine channel for God. You cannot follow through on a purpose that you're supposed to be doing right now. Certain setbacks that you have impacted you so bad that it's starting to damage your enthusiasm, or it has damaged your enthusiasm. A good way to know if you're being spiritually attacked for real is if it's harder to get back up than usual. That Aries energy says, I'm on go mode. I'm ready to go. What are we doing? When you find yourself questioning yourself and hesitating, and oh, do not get me started on the spirit of procrastination. The spirit of procrastination is its own fucking entity, its own whole ass demon. Okay? And people will send it to you. And that is a sign of a spiritual attack when you start to lose enthusiasm for the things that you love to do. Because let me tell you, if it's in alignment with your purpose, if it's part of God's will for you, for what it is that you're supposed to be pouring and sharing into the collective, you're going to have that spark within you. That's that Aries energy. That Mars energy is that fire. It's that spark that says, I have to do it. There's nothing or no one that's fucking going to stop me. I'm going to show up, and I don't give a fuck what people think. I could give a fuck less. That energy right there, when that starts to waver, when your willpower, it's like all I can think focus on is the negative, baby, you're under spiritual attack. It's time to do something about it. Fight back. I'm not even trying to be funny. I can't help it. Okay. When you start to be really confused, that's how you know you're under spiritual attack. When you start to feel like you don't know which direction to go in, or you feel like you're off your path, and no matter what your support system says or does to show you that, yes, you're that bitch, like, we love you, we value you, when you can't see it even for yourself, no matter if the people around you is pouring into you, and you just can't, you feel confused about life and what you should be doing in your path, and confusion is the name and the game of the fucking devil. Okay? And I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. I rebuke confusion, and I rebuke procrastination. Get the fuck from around me. Get the fuck from around my collective. That's what I could tell you. I want to be this is what spirit is telling me to focus on, is the word distortion. A lot of us are living in illusions that was orchestrated by the devil himself to stop you from moving in God's will. That veil has been lifted today. I command it. I remove it. I clear the energy around it. It's done with the snap of my finger. It's done. You are no longer in an illusion. You are no longer in an illusion. The distortion has been cleared from your auric field. You are protected. No one can manipulate your energy. It's done. Now, as we move into higher vibrations of this energy, we're going to start to feel more successful again. It's like the song that's coming to my mind is Successful by Ariana Grande. And like the song just make me want to dance. It just make me want to move my hips because it's just an affirmation to say, yes, I am successful. Yes, I am shower in abundance. Abundance that follows me everywhere I go. I'm so fucking attractive. Well, I don't know what that says. Blank and positivity. I'm gonna let it say well rested. Well rested and positivity. When you get them leeches the fuck from around you, when you clear your energy, and it is done now, okay? Immediately your nervous system starts to regulate again because you can it's safe again. Tonight you are gonna have the best sleep that you had in a long time because you are gonna sleep so peacefully now knowing the truth and now being fully aligned with your power, fully aligned with the will of God for your life. It's quite the opposite that it's hard to be negative. All I can see is the good. Everything good is around me. Let me tell you, one thing that like I say all the time, this is like one of my quotables, like that I say it so regularly that the people close to me, they repeat it or they say it too, or they might finish my sentence. And it's a future quote, believe it or not, which I feel like is significant in a way as far as mastering the lower vibrations and using it to manipulate people's energy. Um, Life is good. But when I start to feel so blessed or something good happen to me out of nowhere, I'll be like, look at God. And then I finish the sentence with blessing all the trap niggas. You can't say it if you can't say it, but like it's probably just for us bias, you know. It's okay. Um, but it's like abundance is literally following you everywhere you go. Little good things keep happening to you. Maybe you have to drive through and somebody pays for your coffee order, or you're out to dinner and they bring over a bottle of wine and say it's compliments of the house. You know, you get a call about some some money on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy immediately starts to shift because now what you believe is true. Now you don't see the illusion no more. You see it for what it is. And now immediately all of that energy that was being blocked from those spiritual attacks is running towards you. It couldn't wait to get past this wall. Because a lot of times when we are so busy trying to protect ourselves from the enemy, we start to protect ourselves from God's love too. Things just get way better from here. Okay. And things are getting better every single day. I feel like that's something me and my friend Bianca used to say, and I'm trying to remember what we used to say, and it was like, I'm gonna text her and ask her or something. I don't know. I need to remember what it was. It was like, I can't remember. Okay. So this is what the guidebook says, and then I'm gonna get up off of here because it's been an hour. The old man in this card radiates a childlike delight in the world. There is a sense of grace surrounding him. as if he is at home with himself and what life has brought. Gratitude. I just posted yesterday. Follow me on Instagram at Earth, the number 2, Sita, Sita. I just did this post yesterday, and I had went to the Topiary Garden here in Columbus, Ohio, and it's a live reenactment using horticulture. Yeah, horticulture, and they recreated this painting. It's called Sunday Afternoon. Okay, and uh, when I did my reel, I kind of talked about I was vulnerable about my experience with entrepreneurship and how easy it is to be going and going and going and then lose sight of your self-care practice. And your self-care practice is what leads you to God, because when you love yourself, you start to love God more. You start to appreciate the way that you was created. You start to appreciate the way that the universe aligns with you, and you say that can't be nothing but God. Loving yourself is never a problem. It always brings you to God. And that is why they attack our appearance online. And for years they done is they just gotten better at it. You know what I'm saying? Where the fact that I could open something that's in my hand, in my control, and still it could feed into me. Still it could try and manipulate me emotionally, exhaust me spiritually. Zen said, oh, sorry. Let me start over. The old man in his car radiates a childlike delight in the world. There's a sense of grace surrounding him, as if he is at home with himself and what life has brought. He seems to be having a playful communication with the praying mantis on his finger. Praying mantis. Interesting. The pink flowers cascading around him represent a time of letting go, relaxation, and sweetness. They are a response to his presence, a reflection of his own qualities. The innocence that comes from a deep experience of life is childlike, but not childish. The innocence of children is beautiful, but not ignorant. It will be replaced by mistrust and doubt as the child grows and learns that the world can be dangerous and threatening place. But the innocence of a life lived fully has a quality of wisdom and acceptance of the ever-changing wonder of life. Oh, the way that this just aligns so beautifully with my message today. I'm just I'm just loving it. So this is what it says. Zen says that if you drop knowledge, and within knowledge everything is included, your name, your identity, everything, because this has been given to you by others. If you drop all that has been given by others, you will have a totally different quality to your being. Innocent. This will be a crucifixion of the persona, the personality, and there will be a resurrection of your innocence. You will become a child again, reborn. Mm, that's so tea that I can't even drink it yet. It's so hot, I cannot even sip it yet. I'm gonna have to revisit. And this is the energy of 40 and 41. So this talks about stability, new beginnings and stability, being independent, um, taking on a leadership role, okay, in your own life, becoming the main character in your own story. You are the creator of your own reality, my guy. That's something my son would say. So this is definitely the energy of the sun. When I get to channeling Max, it's my sunshine. I think I'm gonna just pick only one card and I'm gonna read the guidebook. And this is from Kaleidodope Tarot. This is the Color and Culture deck. Oh, you know what? We're already there. And heavy on the spirit, the future. And maybe that's what we need to listen to right now is like some future, so that we can get back into that like that Aries energy of that boss ass energy of like, yeah, I'm the most important person in my life. The fuck? The fuck? This is the Seven of Swords. And all I can hear in my head is mask off. Fucking mask off. It's like the illusion is gone. And then what we got? The Sun. Three of Swords in reverse. We're done being manipulated. Okay? We're done of you controlling our consciousness. We're done of it. Okay? We are in alignment with the energy of God now. We are covered. Nothing can stop us. We are coming for you. You're done. The basket's off, baby. And this applies to you, whoever is watching this now or later. It doesn't matter. Whenever you watch this, it's meant for you to see it. That this applies to you too. Energy's always mirroring each other. So just as much as that person was pretending to be something or somebody, so was you. Because you weren't in alignment with your highest self. Your highest self would not even fall for the trickery, the whoop-de-doo. Okay? It just is what it is. And it's not to shit on ourselves, because if we knew what we knew now, we would act differently. But the point of it was to experience it for growth. It wasn't about good or bad circumstances. You had the choice to do it the right way, and you chose the lower vibration. And that's what you got, is the illusion that you were casting on yourself reflected right back on you. So whatever it is that you experiencing, do not be mad, do not be bitter, do not close your hearts. Open your heart bigger, wider. Cast the net so that your tribe will find you. The real you, the authentic you. Take the mask off. If you have to shrink yourself or to suppress yourself in any type of way in any environment, it's not in alignment with your highest good. And now that you see it, you can't unsee it. Okay. 7 is divine energy. That is like when God reveals you. That is, I was just telling my daughter this shit. Divine intervention. It's divine intervention. So let me see what the cards say and the book, and then we're gonna be gone for real. What the? It was 7 of Swords. Yeah. Okay. And this is what I gotta say is that this energy is not a major arcana. That means that you don't have to let it impact you. Like, you don't have to let this change hurt you so that bad that it stops you from doing what you need to do. I seen this video the other day, and it was like, I give myself 48 hours to cry, to be sad, to be mad, and then I got to get the fuck going. Because my energy is better in alignment with something else. Whatever it is that you're leaving behind, person, place, or thing, it's not none of my business. Unless you book a reading with me, then it's my business. Do not let this reflect on who you are. Let it reflect on who you have become because of the experience, okay? Yeah. So it says upright, dishonesty, theft, irresponsibility, cunning, stingy, fraudulent, hoarding resources. Reverse, giving up, uncertainty, lessons learned, and taking responsibility. Whoever this energy is around you is not ready to act in alignment with the word of God. Do not stay around somebody that, at the very least, the bare minimum, when we talk about feminine, masculine, and 50-50, let me tell you what the bare minimum is. The bare minimum is that they're in alignment with the purpose that God has for their life. That's the fucking bare minimum. It says, swords ominously surround the image of a ski mask as the poster child for potential dishonesty. The 7 of Swords can't depict sneaky behavior or the other end of the spectrum. Cunningly standing up for yourself. Pay attention to the surrounding cards the meaning can vary. It says symbols, ski masks. Although designed for skiing, thieves often use ski masks to conceal their identity. This symbolizes the dishonest and sneaky behavior suggested with this card. Circle of Swords. The swords are surrounding the past, representing the various tricks and schemes in mind. This could also be thought surrounding creative ways to deal with this kind of energy. And that's what we need to do, is approach the situation with a curious mind. How can I benefit from this? Black and yellow. Black and yellow are the colors of the NFL team, the Steelers. Also, their name is an ode to steel. This is a homophone for steel, which depicts the theft aspect of this card. Okay? Mm. That was very nice. And I really appreciate you. If you watch this whole video, put brown hearts in the comments. I'm not about to update this right now, like soon as it upload, but like when I get some time today, I will. And I'm probably gonna post a video today too. Before I go, I would like to say thank you to my sponsors, Nine Lives Apothecary, my favorite loose tea blends, and also thank you to my sponsor, Toluno. It's who you call when you need to talk. Shy. Imhotep.